just got back from the chaos that is taking place right outside my very door at the moment because my brothers are going to bed, and that's always a very chaotic process. Today, we are going to talk about one Wasatch, which is a thing. Actually, it's not a thing, but I want it to be a thing. Okay, so the Wasatch is a kind of area, collection of mountains. The Wasatch, I think, pretty sure that's what the range is called. The Wasatch Range. I don't know. I'm not too, but Wasatch, area of mountains, right outside of Park City, 35-minute drive on I-80. And there it is home to 7 world-class ski resorts, including but not limited to. I'm gonna list all of them. So including and limited to, not limited to, because I guess you could go backcountry, but Park City Canyons New Aquari, Park City Canyons, Deer Valley, Solitude, Brighton, Alta, and Snowbird. Okay, those 7. It's technically 6 now, but they haven't updated all the stats and everything. So we're going as 7, but it's really 6 because Park City bought out Canyons. Okay, before, Canyons was the largest resort in this area. Canyons was 4,000 acres. And it's interesting because I'm finally starting to take a look at this, and I haven't seen too much Canyons advertising because it's just branded as Park City now. It's interesting. Park City is 3,300 acres. Canyons is 4,000. You'd expect that it would become Canyons would buy Park City, but Park City bought Canyons, and the name got taken over as Park City when Canyons was actually the bigger one, so that's kind of weird. But anyways, they're connected with the Quicksilver Gondola, so it's all one resort. Park City shares a resort boundary with Deer Valley, so they're literally it's literally just a rope, like the rope you'd see in a lift line, that's dividing these 2 resorts. You're not supposed to ski across. And then next up on the other side of a ridge, there's basically 3 ridges. We'll go for 3 ridges as easiness. So here on this side, you got Park City, Canyons, Deer Valley. Right here on this side of the ridge, you got Solitude and Brighton. They
Your butt is wide, and mine is too. Like animals.
You got Solitude and I don't know if you could hear that. You got Solitude and Brighton next to each other. I'm pretty sure one of them bought the other, but I'm pretty sure they're connected now, like one pass. Skiing between and everything. Then 3rd ridge right here. You got Alta Snowbird, which those resorts are connected now as one. Very, very famous resorts right there. Snowbird Tram is very famous, almost famous like the Jackson Hole Tram. So you got all 7 of those resorts, although buying is going on. So it's more like 4 at this point. You got Alta Snowbird, Solitude Brighton, Park City Canyons, and Deer Valley. And the one Wasatch plan is a plan for there to be one Wasatch, not 4 or 7 or however you see it. They want all of these to be connected, which is very simple because, like I said, you have 1, 2, how do I wiggle these? 3 ridges. These are connected, these are connected, these are connected, except Deer Valley and Park City have not joined because Deer Valley is skiers only, but they could at any moment because they literally their boundary is literally just a rope. Otherwise, you'd be able to ski right across. And all they would have to do to connect all 7 of these resorts for the one Wasatch plan, basically, what is one Wasatch? I have not clearly said one Wasatch is a plan to connect all 7 or 4 of these Wasatch Mountain Range mountain ski resorts to make one enormous 18,000 acre 100 lift ski resort, which is absolutely insane. It's a crazy idea, and I love it. All you'd have to do, drop the rope between Deer Valley and Park City Canyons. You'd have to put in a lift going from Park City to, I think they said it would go to Solitude. You gotta put a lift going from Solitude to Alta. That's all. They have it down as 4 lifts because there's some canyon action going on in between some ridge. So there's like a water, I think it's Waterman. I'm gonna say it's Waterman. They have there's a Waterman Valley. They don't have formal names for the lifts, so right now it's Waterman A and Waterman B, but coming to the bottom of the canyon. And then in between Solitude and Alta, you have, I think, a lift called Grizzly going up a little top part of Solitude to get over the rest of the ridge, and then another lift going from there down to Alta. And just add these lifts, or maybe you'd only add 2 lifts. You'd just have one going straight through, one going straight through. If you add up all the acreage numbers, apparently right now you get around 17,000, but they're expecting with these lift additions to get another 1,400 acres of skiable terrain. Just that would wind up coming with this idea. So this Utah, right out of Salt Lake City, right now I'm pretty sure Utah has 15 ski resorts operating on the best snow on earth. They would do this, and then that would be connecting half of Utah's ski resorts. The number, they would now only have like 8 or 9, however that works. Yeah, like 9 ski resorts. So taking out a ton. But imagine it would become, right now, Park City is actually already the largest resort in the country, because after combined with canyons, 7,300 acres, that's a ton of skiing. So that's a good majority of this mountain idea already. But Whistler Blackcomb takes lead on Park City by about 800 acres. Whistler Blackcomb is 8,000. Park City's 73, but I'm pretty sure Whistler's like 81 or something. So 800 acre difference. Whistler's the biggest in North America, but if Whistler was smaller, Park City would be the biggest in North America. Park City's second in North America. If they did this, it would 18,000 acres of skiable terrain. It would be the biggest in North America, and I'm gonna go to say it would probably be the biggest ski resort on the planet, because 18,000 acres, that's a lot of acres. The numbers, when you think about it, like those huge, oh my gosh, it's so much. It's just so much land. Most, like Mammoth, I know, I compare everything to Mammoth. Mammoth is 3,500. I've seen Mammoth is huge. Mammoth is so enormous. Mammoth is just, it's ridiculous. Mammoth just this terrain everywhere. Mammoth is just huge. The idea of having a resort in my mind that's over 5 times bigger than Mammoth, I don't understand. It's like 5 mammoths. That's such an insane amount of terrain that it's incomprehensible how much ski. And the idea of being able to do all this on one lift ticket, that's unbelievable. I know there's some people that are against this plan, but there's a lot of people that are in support. The general manager of Park City is in support. Take cares of canyons. I know Brighton's in support. The guy who leads Deer Valley is in support. Let's see, I think Snowbird is in support. The only ones I remember seeing, I know Solitude and Solitude and Alta did not say, at least on one Wasatch website, their leaders did not say that their CEOs, whatever you want to call them, did not say that they were in support. They could be, could not be, but they just, so many people have said this is always the dream. Like, these 7 resorts developed independently, and then, Alta by Snowbird, or whichever way that went, Park City by Canyons, Solitude by Brighton, or whichever way that went. Like, these resorts have always developed together. They're starting to join. They said it's just been inevitable for the past 40 years to see coming that they would all just become one. And it makes so much sense, and it's such a great idea. And once they have all this, you can just imagine how they might just keep growing and growing and growing. Once it's all one mountain, they're all going to be on the same team, trying to expand and everything. Trying to say, hey, we got this line in this ridge coming in between these two mountains. Maybe it's time we put a few lifts up, cut out a few trails, get some more cats on there, and you got more mountain all of a sudden. And I don't know. I'm in support of the Wasatch plan. That's what today's vlog was about. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike this video, leave a dislike. Remember to share your opinion in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.